Alright, so if you installed aftermarket headlights on your Ram and you're getting the hyperflash when you turn on a turn signal, left or right, and it's throwing out a code on the dash, or when you scan it, it's saying the left turn signal out, right turn signal is out. Obviously, if you change both headlights, you would get both, the code left and right. So this is how you fix it. Alright, so my hyper flash is done. Doesn't do it anymore. Both sides. I'm not getting any codes on it anymore. So under this, you will be getting codes for the left and right headlights. I'm not getting it. I didn't record it with the error. I actually just fixed it. So I just want to share it with you guys how to fix this issue. Alright, so I'm using alfaobd. This whole video is based on alfaobd scanner. So if you don't have this tool, definitely get it. And if you don't want to get it, don't want to pay a subscription fee, I can't help you with anything. So if that's your main issue, then just go to the dealer and have them fix it, which I really doubt they will fix this issue. Just make sure to get the real OBD links EX. There's the OBD links Bluetooth version and OBD version, or the USB one. I got the USB one. These things work really nice. There is the cheaper routes on Amazon, the knockoff ones. They work really bad. They connect like 1 out of 10 times, so you're always gonna have issues with the connections. I had one and that thing drove me crazy. But so I installed the aftermarket headlights and it's giving me the light errors for the turn signals. So what you gotta do is basically connect to your car. I just don't want to lose this window right now. I'll just show you here and I'll kind of go back so I don't have to look for this again. So you're gonna connect to the body control module for your year truck. Then you're gonna go all the way down on this window to car configuration change, and then you're gonna scroll and find these two options. It kind of throws it off: driver door and passenger side lamp. You're gonna be using these two right here. It makes no sense, but it fixed the issue, so try it. And the main thing is, when you switch these two, both of them need to be switched to disabled. Obviously take pictures before and after what they're set to, so you could always change it back to whatever your truck was previously programmed to. That way you're not losing the options. For me, I did this switch and I turned off the truck, I started it back up, and I'm still getting the error codes. So obviously, I've seen it. The current state was, or current status was disabled on both of the options, and it was still throwing out the turn signals. There's an error on it, and they were doing the hyper flash. So obviously, it didn't work right away, and you just kind of give up on it. You go change it back to your original settings, and you start digging around for more. But I've seen people are saying that if you switch a lot of options pretty quick, the computer won't save them for some reason. So the trick is do one at a time. Give it a couple minutes between after every change. Turn off the truck, walk away, just come back, then do the second option, change it, and then again walk away, turn off the truck, everything, just shut it off. Just make sure it saves the settings, obviously. And that's what I did, and I came back, started the truck, and I started cycling through the turn signals. And the turn signals were going hyper flash at it again, like nothing changed. And literally like 10 seconds into using each turn signal, so basically I'm using the right one, like within a couple seconds it would just turn to normal. And then I would turn on the opposite side again, and again it would be doing the hyper flash, and literally after a couple seconds it just turns to normal, and that's it. It fixed my issue. So just be patient with it, and that's how it worked for me, because I've been experiencing this issue for a little bit and thinking of buying new headlights already, returning these just for that issue. But this did solve my problem. So that's how you fix it. But obviously, you know, different headlights, different trucks, they all have different options. So it's kind of tough to say for every single truck, but mine was a Laramie with the factory projectors, and I put it in the aftermarket projectors, basically just the knockoff ones off eBay, and I was getting that code once the headlights supposedly have the same exact options, and I was still getting the code, but this fixed the issue for me, so keep that in mind. So basically just disabled. Mine was set to factory spec, was this option right here, and I did disable. So you start, what's going on, disabled, start. See, my current status is disabled, so I'm not gonna save it since it's already been done. So make sure you do a full stop, then you go to the other side, the passenger side lamp diagnostics. Again, it makes no sense why it's labeled like this, but I've read through a lot of forums, and this is what actually solved the issue for a lot of people. See, mine is already disabled, so I'm not going to continue with it because that's what I needed. So it's been done, so I'll stop this. So how to get into the software, basically, you select the truck that you have. Obviously, open the software, select the truck you have, 3500, 2500. Then you choose the year you have, and then you would click connect. Mine's connected, so it's just telling the next option is disconnect, obviously. So click connect. Then what I did on mine was I read the faults and I deleted the faults. Okay, let's see, they're still here. Well, I did it after the truck was still throwing the codes after it started, so let's see. I'm gonna delete them right now. Basically delete the codes, go do that programming, wait a little bit, come back to it. Alright, let's see. Since I don't have the fault anymore, let's read it, see what happens. Nope, no faults. No faults. There you go. So you literally just seen the codes that I had as proof that it did work. So delete the codes, then go program one at a time. So you would scroll all the way down, and it's towards the bottom. This is the option. Then you go select the option, and you have to find it all the way down here somewhere. It's towards the middle. There's a lot of options. Just kind of take pictures of everything you switch, or write them down so you know what doesn't work, so you could go switch it back to the factory. So just be really careful because you could really mess it up. But I already showed you those, so I'm not gonna look for it right now. So that helped me, so good luck. And if something else worked for you, just leave a comment for somebody else to figure it out if they're having a hard time trying to get something done. So just, you know, helping each other out. And don't forget to subscribe.